The sound hit first, not a roar, but a rapid-fire crackling that witnesses described as machine guns. That was the sound of a 50-foot-tall tank disintegrating. Then came the wave. It wasn't water. It was a dark, churning wall moving at 35 miles per hour, sweeping entire buildings off their foundations. On a strangely warm January day in 1919, Boston's North End was hit by something nobody could comprehend. People were picked up and carried by the force. A streetcar conductor slammed on the brakes just before the tracks ahead vanished into a chasm. Then, the real horror began. As the afternoon cooled, the fluid thickened. What was once a fast-moving wave became a suffocating, sticky trap. Whether it was animal or human being was impossible to tell. Rescue efforts were heroic and horrifying. Cadets from a nearby naval training ship waded in, only to get stuck themselves as the substance congealed around them. Nurses and police worked through the night, but the cooling temperatures turned the flood into a gelatinous prison. 21 people died, some crushed by debris, others suffocated as they struggled against the impossible weight. The last victim wasn't found for 4 months. So what was this deadly fluid? It was molasses, but not as you know it. Molasses is a non-Newtonian fluid. Under the immense pressure of the rupture, it thinned out and flowed fast. But as it spread across the cold winter streets, it cooled rapidly. Its viscosity skyrocketed, transforming it from a destructive wave into a deadly, immovable trap. A Harvard study later confirmed this exact physics. This was entirely preventable. The tank had leaked since it was built. The company's solution? Paint it brown to hide the stains. The steel was too thin, the design flawed, and employees' warnings about the tank groaning and shuddering were ignored. There was no engineering oversight, no safety test. The legal case that followed lasted 6 years and found the company guilty of gross negligence. It led to the first laws requiring licensed engineers to sign off on construction plans. A landmark shift in corporate accountability, born from a tragedy that left the smell of molasses lingering in Boston for decades. A sticky legacy of 21 lives, and a warning about what happens when profit is put before people.